Hey, Kaylee.
Hi, Dad.
How was school today?
It was so good. We had an assembly, and it was about global warming.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Did you know there's a man named John Kerry and Leo DiCapo and a bunch of auto whips and famous people? They fly all over in their jet to let us know that it's all our fault. Isn't that nice of them?
Yeah, that's really nice of them, honey.
It is. Oh, and the cows. The cows fart a lot.
Oh, yeah?
Yes, because they eat vegetables. That means that we have to get rid of all the vegans and all the vegetarians because that means they fart a lot too. Yeah,
Wow. Sounds like a good idea.
yeah,
Anyway, mommy's ready.
okay. Hey guys, go to the subscribe first, remember? And subscribe, and then go to the like button and give it a boop on the nose. Yeah, here's my mom.
Hey, how are you today? We're going to be checking out some crazy conspiracy theories today. I don't know what you believe. I believe in some of them. They're probable. Some are true. Some actually came true. Let's take a look at them, okay?
Creepy ocean theory. It is said that humans do not only know 5% of the ocean, but it is said that the government does not want it to be known. Since there are theories that they found beasts or something creepy there, it is said that these creatures are very large that could end our existence.
Could be. We don't know what's down there.
Conspiracy theory that you 1,000% believe in.
I got 3 words for you. Michigan Blue Hell. Michigan Blue Hell is supposedly a portal that leads to somewhere out of this reality, right underneath the state of Michigan. I don't think y'all heard me. This is a portal underneath Michigan that leads to somewhere out of this reality. What? Now, despite all of the negative energy inside the vast multitude of cities that we have here in this state, it's highly believable. This is very much so believable for somebody with an open mind like myself. I don't know about anybody else from Michigan, but I've met a lot of open-minded, special, and very much so spiritual people in this place, in this city. I've met a lot of them, and that's outside of church. But y'all let me know what y'all think.
I just got back from there. I'll have to check that out again when I go back. I don't know if anyone else has heard of this. Not in my family, anyway. Have you heard anything about it? Strange.
Hello everyone, I'm back with more proof that we're living in the upside down. Shortly before the Iraq invasion in April of 2003, George Fassbinder, a German archaeologist in an area that used to be covered up by the Euphrates River, found the body of Gilgamesh and Enkidu along with the tomb. If you don't already know, it is claimed in the Epic of Gilgamesh that Gilgamesh is buried beneath the Euphrates River. Gilgamesh is claimed to be the 5th post-Diluvian ruler who built the great temples and cities, also restoring Uruk after the flood, which is now known as Iraq. Gilgamesh is alleged to be 2/3 god and 1/3 human. His mother was a goddess and his father was a human king of Uruk. Many of the structures found around the tomb were described in the Epic of Gilgamesh. His body is found with Enkidu, the demigod like Gilgamesh who was sent to kill him. The two battled and eventually struck up an unlikely friendship. The Bible refers to him as Nimrod. Nimrod was the first world dictator, and as many Bible scholars believe, he will be the last. Is the world ready to receive the Antichrist, a world ruler able to perform miracles? Is this the strong delusion? Don't be fooled, the enemy is coming for you whether you accept it or not.
I don't know what to think about that one. Be kind of neat if it were. I don't know.
And the 6th angel sounded, and I heard a voice from the 4 horns of the golden altar which is before God, saying to the 6th angel, which had the trumpet, loose the 4 angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates.
don't know about this one. They could have just added sound. I don't know. It's interesting.
Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am
This is
I to disagree?
That's a little too close to being perfect, don't you think?
His lack of interest in the whole Maui story. I've been in this business for 30 years. I'm stunned, but I'm not surprised. The incident seems to be the story here, right? But the true story, the media knows it is not allowed to tell.
This just really pisses me off. The whole Maui thing just really pissed me off. And I'm sure it did a lot of you.
Is it a coincidence that the Maui police chief is the same man who was in charge in Las Vegas during that massacre that killed 58 people? Is it a coincidence that the Maui property, owned by million and billionaires, it wasn't touched by the flames while homes of the locals all burned?
What she fails to also mention is how the media hasn't even once interviewed a grieving parent. Not a single parent looking for their children. Not a single interview with a child. Not a single interview with the schools.
Was it a coincidence that the largest system of outdoor emergency sirens in the world never made a sound as the fire devoured Lahaina? Was it a coincidence that at the same time, very same time, all the water was turned off? Was it a coincidence that police were ordered to block off streets and to funnel all the cars trying to escape? Think about this coincidence. That governor also signed an emergency proclamation on July 17th, 3 weeks before the fire, about housing of all things. Is it a coincidence that the government put up a black fence around Lahaina, or that the FAA grounded all drones from flying over the affected areas? Is it a coincidence that since at least 2011 there have been plans to make Maui the first smart city run by 100% renewable energy? And that it must be a coincidence then that the locals whose homes did not burn are now being evicted from their property. And of course, a total coincidence that all the fact checkers who are checking these facts, who say everything I just told you is just a coincidence, are also owned and run by BlackRock.
I agree with this one. I absolutely 100% believe in this. And where are the children? Wow, this is scary stuff. Oh, The Simpsons. They have predicted a lot of things that came true.
Simpsons' predictions, or should we say plans, for 2023 are downright chilling. In an episode from 1998, the show hinted at an economic crisis, nuclear war, and the death of the leader of the United States, all happening in the same year. The episode in question, titled Bart to the Future, shows a glimpse into the future where Lisa Simpson has become the President of the United States. In a
Does that represent Kamala?
conversation with her staff, Lisa mentions the previous administration, headed by President Biden, left behind a budget crunch and quite a bit of a mess. Later in the episode, a news broadcast reports on a nuclear skirmish with an unspecified country, leading to mass destruction and chaos. While the idea of a nuclear war and economic crisis is frightening enough, of course we can only hope that these predictions from The Simpsons do not come true. But it's hard to ignore the show's track record of foreseeing major events, making us wonder what else they might have predicted for the future. To unlock secrets of humanity, visit our profile for a free ebook bundle.
Wow. They predicted a lot of things that came true. Let's hope that this one isn't.
The darkest conspiracy theories. The Titanic theory. The theory says that the Titanic never hit an iceberg. The owner of the Titanic, J.P. Morgan, had two ships, the Olympic and the Titanic. And he knew that the Olympic was old and rusty, so he switched the names and the color of the two ships. The theory argues that he wanted to sink the ship because he'd make a lot of money of it. But the theory doesn't stop there. Because do you know who was in the ship? All of J.P. Morgan's business competitors, and none of them survived the trip. But Morgan himself canceled the voyage a few minutes before the journey began.
Everyone who was against the taxes died on that. Coincidence? I don't think so.
He ordered 60,000 guillotines to be spread out evenly to every FEMA camp. They are literally planning to behead us, bro. I don't know about the rest of you, but I'm ready to just go to heaven and go home, bro, because this is crazy. This is getting to be too much. God save.
What do you think about that? I remember hearing back in 2020 that they ordered a bunch of guillotines. That was going around for a while. I don't know if it's true or not. I don't know. I can't confirm this. But if anybody knows, let me know. I want to know.
Yo, check this video. Ramu the woke one, sending peace, living like the planet Ka. Free Rashad Jamal. This is behind the ice wall, y'all. Forbidden zones. Check this out. Check the background of the video. You see how it's rising like a giant is rising out the waters? Is that Godzilla? Who knows? But it sure is giant. It looked like a giant that's awakening while they going through there. They should have never even draw they boat through there. It's like they awakening an ancient giant or something. Do you see that? Pay attention. The video is slowed down so you can see it. Pay attention to the background water right there, how that just rose up out of there like Godzilla or something. You see what it is? I mean, it's rising higher than a mountain peak almost, like it's a real giant. Is y'all paying attention? Ramu the woke one, sending peace, love, and light. The planet Ka. Y'all stay woke out there.
I've heard many different things. I've heard there's more land and that the earth is actually bigger than what we thought it was. I've heard there's ancient civilizations there. Prehistoric animals. I don't know. This is one I actually want to believe in. I really do. What do you think?
I was today years old when I found out.
In 1932, the United States Public Health Service launched an unethical research project to examine the effects of untreated syphilis. The project was called the Tuskegee Study because it recruited 600 black men living in Tuskegee, Alabama. Researchers told the men that they were being treated for bad blood, a term used locally to describe anything from fatigue to anemia. They promised the men free medical treatment if they participated. While 2/3 of the men in the study were confirmed to have syphilis, not one received proper treatment for the disease they had contracted.
So this was a study in which there was no consent on the part of those who were being studied, also deception on the part of the U.S. government.
When penicillin became the recommended treatment for syphilis in the 1940s, Tuskegee researchers scandalously withheld the drug from the men in the study so that they could continue to chart the course of the disease when untreated. Many patients experienced damage to their vital organs and nervous systems, and for some, the lack of treatment led to death.
The great shame of the study is that the men thought that they were being treated. Treatment was withheld from them, even after it was very clear what kind of medical treatment would cure them of syphilis.
In 1972, an Associated Press article exposed the Tuskegee study after one of the participants brought the story to a civil rights attorney. Only then, after 40 years, was the study brought to an end. The case was settled out of court for $10 million.
This long history of medical experimentation on African Americans creates a sense of distrust. A distrust of doctors and physicians, a distrust of medical care.
In 1997, President Bill Clinton formally apologized to the victims of the study. The president's apology was a welcome first step, but we still have a long way to go before the legacy of mistrust of science within the black community is fully overcome.
Absolutely terrible that our government would do something like this to anyone. I remember when Bill Clinton made the announcement that he was apologizing for this, but what good does that do? He destroyed so many people's lives. Wow. It's sickening. It's really sickening. Are there any conspiracy theories that you 100% believe in? There are a lot that I believe in. A lot is hidden from us. If you do, let me know about it, okay? I'll see you next time. Take care, guys. Bye.